Hello, and welcome back to Scion. Uh, just as I clicked that stream button, I thought to myself, I don't know what happened last time.
We'll figure it out together.
So we'll be figuring out what happened last time because I don't really remember. I think we did some traveling. I think we spied on a dude in his apartment.
That's where we left off.
Okay, so I know where we. All right, I know where we left off. I turned into mist and got in his trunk, and the rest of the group, or some of the group, tailed him. And so we were gonna I think we were debating whether to just have everybody in for a party or what we were gonna do once we had gotten inside this guy's apartment. But I think the idea was we think he's our connection in the next. So we're working our way up the chain here. I feel like we talked to somebody and they were like, actually, I just sort of work here. Right? Wasn't there the guy who was like, look, I'm not as big a deal as you think. I just sort of work here. Don't. And turned out to be, like, we went in thinking, like, this is a bad dude who's, like, stealing relics. And it was more like, no, it's just kind of my job, and I sort of have to do it because they're forcing me to do it. I don't really want to do it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, okay. You're cool.
Scion buddy who's a Scion on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He flipped in like a second.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, this is great. Other science." And yeah, he was delivering what he identified as abandoned relics. So relics that didn't have a Scion that was looking for them or that they're looking for. So relics that wouldn't keep a Scion from realizing their heritage.
Yeah. But
he passed you all on to Trisha Giovanni, a mortal, and she said, "Come on into Denver." So you're in Denver now. I think you're staying at the Oxford, a very nice posh hotel.
Yep.
Historic hotel in Denver. I believe that was Ambrose's choice.
Yes.
Yeah, and met with her, and she had said that her main contact was a gentleman named Julian. And so she met with him at a restaurant. I forget which one. I'm sure we did or didn't give it a name. And you all kind of staked out. And then we went to following him back to his place after some good antics. And yes, Ambrose misted his way into his car and then misted his way up into his apartment. And that's where we left off. So I think Carter had decided to stay. Everybody else went back to the Oxford for the night to get some rest. And Ambrose was going to do some sleuthing here in the apartment and see what he can find out without necessarily giving Julian a clue that he's being stalked.
Yeah.
Like,
Ray,
that heavy breathing in the corner is not well concerned.
Look, I wasn't hungry when I came in here. So as long as I don't get hungry while I'm here.
No midnight snack.
I don't think I'm hungry.
Another dead end. Literally.
okay. So yeah, Ambrose, we're in his apartment. I think you were like in his broom closet, waiting for him to go to sleep, and eventually he went to sleep. So more or less, you kind of have the apartment to yourself as long as you're not clattering around too much.
I mean, I'm gonna try not to clatter around so
Probably.
much.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I was looking for. Yeah, I guess I'll just.
You were trying to go into his dream, I think.
Oh yeah, you did say you had some kind of like dream magic.
I did say I could do that if I needed to, didn't I?
I think that if you can do that, you need to.
Yeah, how do I do that?
Seems reasonable.
Is this the one? No, that's not. Okay, I don't have to do anything with anyone's blood for that one. So that's good.
Well, when you put it like that, sir, why are you even doing
Blood
it?
magic without me.
Sorry. It's it's my darkness purview, not the blood. Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll start. So this guy is involved in this like relic business somehow.
Yeah, and it's clear. So Trisha had noted that she is like a low level runner. So she just gets hey, go take this thing here, go take that thing there, pick this up, drop it off. So I mean, it's just her job to basically be a courier. And he is her point of contact, and she hasn't really had any other contact. So yeah, he's the next step towards this group called the Lucky.
Okay. So I guess the first thing I'll do before I go watch his dreams, is there like a desk in this apartment somewhere?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through the desk and see if I notice anything that seems related to this relic hunting, the Lucky, any of this sort of business that he might be involved in. And as somebody who would probably recognize like paperwork and stuff like that, dealing with antiques and relics and things, I'll keep an eye out for like, oh, I've seen paperwork that looks like this before as I've been doing purchases and stuff like that.
Sure. So you start digging through, and you quickly realize that no, that like a lot of the papers here are personal things. He seems to be writing some type of book. There's some checkbooks, in the drawers. But no, it doesn't seem like anything here is related to work. Everything, all the papers and such. There's a laptop there as well. But all the papers and such are more related to personal.
Laptop. I don't know anything about those. So I'll be ignoring that.
That was a different character.
Yeah. What is it? Oh yeah, that's a computer. People have those. Whatever.
Yeah.
Not important. Definitely the right person doing this job.
Who is the right person for this job?
Quinn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Probably. Okay. And then I'll kind of like, just help me. I don't suppose. Does this guy have any pets?
No, he does not have any pets. I mean, I guess he does. He has a goldfish. Actually, a beta fish. He doesn't. He's got a beta fish.
A beta
So, yeah,
fish.
he's got a medium tank with a beta fish in it.
Okay. I mean, they have blood. Right?
A little bit.
Damn it! He's gonna do blood magic.
Sylvia can feel it. She just keeps waking up in the middle of the
He
night.
rolls over like, I feel
Blood
disturbed.
magic's happening without me.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah. Let me. Before I do that, I'm also gonna just like take a look around in this sort of like main area and see like, is there anything in here that looks antique, that looks like it could be a relic of some kind, or is there anything around that looks like, oh, maybe this guy grabbed it and is waiting to deliver it somewhere, or something like that, and just poke around to see like, is there anything like that, or is there any sort of like place where someone might hide such a thing, any.
Sure. So yeah, so taking some time to investigate his life, it becomes quickly evident that like while he may be above Trisha, it's not like he's running things. So he is part of the ladder, and he's probably not much above Trisha's level. So he doesn't have anything fancy around. He doesn't have anything that looks like a relic, and you search around, you're not finding any secret compartments. Like this is a guy who is doing a job, not necessarily any part of the mastermind. And you're looking around at like the quality of some of the things he has around. You're like, oh, like not even just compared to you, but like compared to other mortals that you've met. Like he's not buying the best things, so he doesn't have the nicest things around. He's living not necessarily on a tight budget, but within a budget. So no, it doesn't seem like it seems like he will be a rung that you will be climbing up this ladder.
Okay. All right. Before I go watch his dream, I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna snatch that beta fish and spill its blood in a sacrifice, and petition its blood for a vision. I might just get like a small vision because it's just a
It might be
blood.
a small vision, yeah. So I was still reading it,
But it's better than nothing.
yeah.
Just a little glimpse of a
I've got purviews that would apply right now, man.
yeah.
Doing sacrifice.
One of us.
Okay, yeah. So yes, you get a brief. Well, and I think if I recall correctly, you had done a vision before. No, was it you or was it Chandler?
I did one a while ago.
I did runes,
Or something.
so I cast runes.
You had cast runes. So yeah, I know one of you had a vision of a phone. Like this was after Stella Barty had a vision of a phone. Yes. And I think you had already identified that it wasn't Julian's phone. So I think it was you, Ambrose. So I'm just putting that out there. So I remember that you already know that, and therefore it's not this tiny vision. You you get the vision or a vision of a smoking gun and a body slumping to the floor.
Yeah.
And it's very brief, and then the blood just runs right out because it's a beta fish.
Yeah.
So you literally just see a smoking gun and a body falling to the floor. That's it.
All right, and then I'll clean up the blood, and then I'll just put the fish back in the tank, I guess. What else am I gonna do with a dead beta fish?
Right.
It died. Something happened. Yeah. Oh no.
Right.
All right, then I will try to very quietly and carefully go into this guy's room and see into his dreams. See if he's dreaming about anything relevant.
What do we? Oh,
that's my darkness purview.
Got it. So yeah, so you're not like directing his dreams. You're
I'm just watching him.
Okay. Cool.
I'm just sort of like looming over him as he sleeps and watching his dreams.
Go ahead and roll. This is just a fate roll, so it's not you necessarily affecting. Roll. We're gonna make it manipulation and occult. And we'll add one as an enhancement for your subterfuge.
Okay, not bad.
Not bad.
I'm surprised.
So you follow him through a number of dreams that seem innocuous, but
4 dice, 4 successes seem pretty decent.
I'll take it.
I mean, yeah, 4 out of 4, it's fine. With a +1 enhancement, that's a 5. Pretty nice. But you follow him for a while through his dreams. It's a little chaotic because they're dreams, and you're used to that. Eventually, it comes to a dream of him standing over another man, just like being larger than another man. Uh, and through the conversation, through the dialogue he's having, he's talking down to this man named Kino, and this Kino is, shying and you know being timid with Julian. And at some point, Julian like knocks him to the ground and kicks him and like, "You'll never rule over me again." And so you're kind of going through this dream, following Julian's imagination of having power over a man named Kino. And he has some other dreams, but as far as things that stick out as potentially related to something, this is somebody obviously. See, it's very evident. This is somebody in his life. Yes.
Makes him feel powerless.
Makes him feel powerless, and in his dream, he has power over this person.
Cool. All right. I'll take a glance. I mean, while I'm in here, before I leave, I'll just take a glance around the bedroom and see if I see anything else that jumps out at me.
No, nothing in particular. I mean, it's got a phone. It's just charging there on the bedside, but otherwise, there's nothing that stands out.
I will. I guess if I try to like open the phone, is it? I assume it's locked.
It is locked. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can just sort of like nudge it up to where his thumb is, and just like, without moving him, I'm just gonna like pull the covers back and like put the phone up against his thumb.
Like to try to get him to swipe it, or it's not that old of an iPhone. It's, call it an iPhone. It's not that old of an iPhone.
Like a press his thumb there to unlock.
No, it's a swipe and
a
swipe and type.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like just finger activated.
No thumbprint.
No thumbprint. Yeah.
In space, that's easier, man. You just got to hold it up to his face.
Do I know that?
You know that because you saw them do it with Barty.
Oh, okay.
So now, just because you're shining a light in his face, go ahead and roll.
He wakes up. It's gonna be bad.
Right, that's just sucks for him, but let's find out whether or not something bad happens to him. Go ahead and roll cunning and subterfuge.
I hope this one. Good. I mean, I hope this goes really well. Oh darn!
Take a momentum.
Yay, momentum!
So yeah, I have to. I don't think that thing's working, but you just go into the momentum pool.
Oh yeah.
Thing and add one.
Here we have a thing for that, don't we?
So it looks like you guys have a good amount of momentum you've built up. Good on
we
you.
We have 6 now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Makes 6. So he doesn't immediately wake up, but his eyes start to flutter a little bit, and you look at the phone and you realize that it doesn't have facial recognition. It's not opening.
Oh man.
But he is not quite waking up, but he seems like he's in a lighter sleep.
Okay.
If anything else we do might be more cause to wake him.
What do I want to do? I guess that's good enough. I will just like pull my coat around and smoke out of the bedroom, out of the apartment, into the hallway. And if nobody's in the hallway,
No, it's like 2 a.m.
yeah, I'll come back to my normal body in the hallway, so there's not like smoke drifting out. It worked on the way in, but I don't know.
Right.
I'll just walk out.
Yeah. Yep.
And
You
then,
walk out. Carter's, I assume, still out there.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out in the car, just kind of looking.
I'll walk up to the car.
You're back sooner than expected.
There wasn't much to find out. Julian lives a pretty simple life. But he had a strange dream.
Was he talking in his sleep?
Well, no, I watched his dreams for a little while. And he had a dream about another fellow, Kino, who I don't think we've heard of yet. Somebody who seems to have some kind of power over him.
I mean, is that like a... Okay, I mean, if you're going to find a secret, that's not a bad one to find. Did you at least look in the phone to see if you had a number?
I tried to get it open, but his thumb didn't work, his face didn't work, and then he started stirring a little bit, so I decided to leave.
Fair enough. Are you hungry?
I'm okay for now.
Okay. Well, do you want to just cruise around, or you want to go back to the hotel?
If we have anything else we need to do, I'm not sleepy yet. But if you need to get back, then I understand.
Yeah, I'll need to get back, but I really need to start bringing some of those tags. And I'm just gonna kind of fish around because is this Sylvia's car, or was this it was somebody's car? Whose car was this that we're in?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I had a car at some point. I don't know. But
Yeah, no, we talked. I didn't know whose car we were in, going up and tailing this guy.
Because yeah, I think we brought Sylvia's and Desh's cars
Right.
on this venture. Did I misremember? Was it bogeys? No, we had 2 cars.
I think it was. Oh, that was bogeys. Because I mean, I didn't bring Cobby along, so
Oh yeah, you didn't bring Cobby.
I'm
Right.
not driving. So
Yeah.
Bogies isn't for sneaking around. His is a little boss.
well, you're talking about just on our original trip from like up to
Colorado Springs to
Yeah, to Fort Collins.
Collins.
Fort Collins. Yeah, I mean, I know I drove, but the whole gang doesn't fit in my little.
Yeah, but I think we borrowed your car for this event.
I think
right?
so. Yeah, so I think
Yeah.
yes, I think if I recall correctly, it was not for this particular venture, but there's bogeys and Sylvia's cars, and yes, Sylvia's car is what was being used for following Julian.
Okay. Well, if not, that's what we're using. So I'm going to reach over into Sylvia's glove compartment and try to find her one of her air tags that she has, so I can slip it onto his car.
Sylvia just has air tags.
I don't know. I just assumed that she's got one in her car. Would Sylvia have an air tag in her car? If not, then I'll just drive back.
In her car, I don't think I don't know. I don't think I do.
Okay.
Just the car. Sorry.
All right, it's all right. I'm just gonna just go through and then hand Ambrose my phone and just go, all right, I'm gonna need you to order like 6 of these air tags. Wait, not air tags. Whatever the Android equivalent of it is.
And where would I find one of these?
Good point. I take the phone back. Sorry, I'll take care of this once we get back. And I just start driving away back to the hotel.
Never heard of this.
Like Carter suddenly realizes that he is having a slight interview with a vampire that doesn't exactly know what's going on.
Yeah, technology is not my strong suit.
I mean, you know it exists.
I do. Yeah, I'm aware that it's a thing that exists.
You're a very late adopter,
And that's about it.
if at all. Yeah.
Like,
I knew Alexander Graham Bell.
yeah.
This is a side point. This is a side point. I'm really curious. What does Sylvia have in her glove compartment?
Yeah.
That was the other thing.
Now
I
that
was
we're
just
rifling
curious.
through her glove
3
compartment.
tasers at least.
What is
Are they
it?
are there like needles and tasers?
So you'll
and
find
rubber fingers in here. I mean, what's in here?
a taser.
Ambrose, does this rag smell like chloroform to you?
You will find some medical supplies, and like some of those like 3-pack like spoon, knife, fork, napkin
Oh,
kind of things.
good.
Like she's prepared, she's ready. Some hair ties, just all the stuff you might need. Yeah, some chloroform, like, but no air tags. Believe it or not, there's like a Taylor Swift CD in there. Even though she doesn't have a CD player. I don't know.
Oh my God. This
I love it. Perfect. All right. So yeah, you head back to the Oxford then?
Mm-hmm.
To the Oxford. Right. I mean, you head back, nothing, I mean, unless there's anything else either one of you want to do tonight, that will finish the evening. Lead us into the next day. They've got a wonderful continental breakfast. And it's not like, I mean, like it really is like it's all out. So it's
We'll stay in one room.
Probably.
Did the vampire watch all our dreams? We creeping on our.
It might be. You don't know.
Carter gets back and just like slowly opens the door and just looks and goes, I really want you to stand over him and just let me wake one of them up, but I don't think that's going to end well.
That might not be the most fun way to be startled awake.
somebody standing over you, just
But it would be
staring
amusing.
Can you hover?
Not currently.
Oh,
But if you would like me to
save
see me
and
when I'm
He
able to
turns-
hover.
I look at him. I go, okay, when we have free time, I have a plan, and I'm just gonna like wander back to my room and just crash.
I'll watch like movies or something
Yeah.
until it's almost done, and then
There was probably like a Steel Magnolias DVD or something in Sylvia's glove compartment. So yeah, probably rent the DVD player from the Oxford. Or pull it up. I guess streaming by now. Yeah.
yeah, there's probably whatever's on the room TV.
Yeah.
Come downstairs and the vampire's crying, watching Steel Magnolias that next morning.
But it's blood.
Blood tears just
Yeah.
But it's
stain-
blood tears. Yeah.
It's a walk to remember.
Yeah.
Arch. Ouch. All right. Well, it is the next day.
I'm asleep somewhere under many covers with the
In a
curtains
coffin.
drawn, no light.
No light.
That's why I like these old hotels. The windows are small, big heavy drapes. Good.
It's very good. They know how to respect that kind of privacy.
They understand that vampires might have to stay in the hotel sometimes.
Right, of course. I mean, but you can chat with Carter for whatever he wants to share.
Yeah.
Over
So
breakfast.
yeah. So over breakfast, I basically give everything that Ambrose had talked about on the way back. Just he was having a weird dream where he was towering over someone. I mess up the name accidentally, and then I go back through my notes real quick and correct the name. Then talk about how I'm not sure how he did it, but he was able to do it. And then I look at Sylvia and go, sorry, I looked through your glove box for some stuff. Was looking for an air tag to try to put on his car so that we could at least easily track it. I need to start buying these things, so sorry about that.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, no, I don't have any. I got one on my phone, but one on my keys. But I guess there was one on my keys.
I just look at the keys still in my hands and just shake my head and just hand
There's
back
one
there.
on the
Look
keys.
at the keys.
Love it.
You had my keys.
Oh, and Ambrose, did you share about the blood vision you had?
He just shared the brief.
I know you didn't.
Yeah,
I know you didn't verbalize it. I just didn't know, on the car ride
Probably
back.
as we were driving back.
Okay.
Yeah, there was this other. Blah blah blah. I'll give them all the details.
You don't need all of
Yeah,
it.
it was
vampire things.
Yeah, it was just a quick flash of smoking gun and the body slumping, but couldn't tell who it was and what it was.
Yeah, and I relay that, and I go, okay, so either my gun's gonna shoot someone or Desh's gun's gonna shoot someone, but someone's getting shot.
I only shoot minotaurs.
I'm just saying, I don't know if he didn't describe if it was a real person or some sort of mythological being that we have yet to find. So,
Well, leaving that aside for a moment, is it Kino? Was that what you said?
sorry.
Kino,
The
the
name.
name of the guy.
Yeah, that's
Kino?
what he said. Yeah,
So that's who we need to be looking for.
right.
Kino.
It's a unique name.
Yeah, there's probably not too many Kinos around.
Well, that's the problem. I tried looking it up a little bit when I got back, and all I kept getting was this stupid betting thing.
Just waiting for that. Yeah.
Try a different spelling.
How much did you make?
I didn't play. I don't have your all's luck.
You have to have luck. You just have to have money.
Once again, I don't have your all's luck.
So get Kino.
Yeah, and as you search Kino, I mean, there's casinos here in Denver and Kino at some of them, but yeah, an individual named Kino. There are. Well, shit, I don't know. Does anybody name their kid Kino? Let's find out.
There's at least one person named Kino
It
somewhere
has to be.
in the world.
Has to be.
I'm sure it's low percentage, but it's the percentage.
It's not maybe a whole percentage.
No, definitely not.
I'm using this a lot. Popular baby names from Social Security website. Kino. Nope, doesn't even make the top 1,000. All right, so yeah, you're not really finding anyone named Kino in Denver, Colorado. There are some people named Kino, but not that you're seeing Facebook or LinkedIn or any kind of.
It's probably just an alternative spelling. We don't know. It's like
Sure.
KEYKNOW or something. It's something, yeah, something new age.
Right.
It's short for Kenobi.
All right. It's probably some celebrity's kid or something. We just
Probably.
It's something.
I mean, can we get his phone and get the contact out of his phone?
No, it worked with the last person we took their phone from.
Just got to get it unlocked.
Yeah, Ambrose, I assume you left his phone there, or did you take his phone?
I left it.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah, wasn't trying to make him suspicious at all that we were on his tail.
Right.
Tried to leave everything as undisturbed as possible, except this mysteriously dead fish.
Fish die. Fish
They
die.
do it a lot.
All of their blood just leaves their body.
Spills out.
It doesn't show up in the water.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, look, I don't expect that he's gonna like dissect the fish.
Probably not.
Probably not gonna realize it doesn't have any blood in it.
No. Probably just gonna flush it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what? Should we like tail this guy?
I think that's the play, right? That's what we got. I mean, we still got what's her name's contact if she gets any more information.
Trisha?
Trisha's, yeah. We still got her contact if we do anything else, but till then, this is the highest up the ladder we've.
Who was her contact? I forgot.
Julian was her contact.
Oh, Julian was her contact.
Yeah.
So that's this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
So-
trying to get to Kino.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like, so we don't really have another lead besides this guy.
I mean, I think I was trying to chase down like some one of her drop-offs. I'd seen some things, but I remember my progress was slow on that. So I don't remember the other details, but there's a recycling bin in a park.
Yeah. Those are most of those details. You just named them. And yeah, I mean, I think that's what we talked about. Is it was going to take time because it was traveling continually, every 100 feet or whatever to vision that scene. And it's going to take a while because she's not just like walking it across the park. So what do we want to do?
Well, I mean, yeah, let's follow Julian. Let's see where things lead.
Okay.
Get to Kino. Then find Kino and talk to his leader until we get to. Are we trying to get to? Just the top, right?
Top.
Mhm.
Whoever the top is.
Whoever that is.
And
Maybe
whatever your plan
Kino.
might become.
Nice.
Sorry, what did you say, Johnny?
So maybe it's Kino. I can.
Maybe he's the top.
It's the next
Maybe
run.
he's the lucky. That's why he calls
That
himself
might be
Kino. He's always
the
winning
lucky.
Kino.
There it is.
The lucky.
Makes
Could be.
sense.
I'll come full circle, Soof.
I named him well. All right, so we're gonna tail him for the day.
Yeah.
Drive out that way, and whenever he starts driving around, just follow.
Yep.
Okay. Day starts out pretty simple, pretty boring. He goes and he ends up driving to he ends up walking to a coffee shop up the road. He's there for a little while reading the paper, comes back, spears into his apartment for about an hour. I assume we're not really, maybe I'm wrong. We can, if we want to, try to go in and follow him in there. Otherwise, we're just waiting. After about an hour, he'll come back out, get in his car and drive, follow him. And eventually he drives to one of the casinos, and he heads down a back alley, leading, back behind the casino, some part of the casino. Are we just Sylvia visioning, or what are we going to do at this point?
Yeah, I mean, he's going inside a building.
No, he's going down an alleyway, so you still have
Yeah, okay.
visibility of this guy, so you can still...
Not being in the alley, but watching from above.
Yeah, so you watch from above as he walks down the alley, and you didn't notice at first, but a figure steps out of the dark part of the alleyway, and then the two of them start talking. Of course, you can't
He's talking
Really
to
here, you just see
somebody.
he's
Just
meeting with somebody.
popped out. He's talking to him. Seems like a shady meetup. Should we go? Should we wait? Should we try and follow the shady guy?
Well, is the shady guy gonna like go back into the darkness?
I don't know. I didn't see him blended in.
How far are we away from this?
Probably call it 100 feet.
Just not in the alley, right? Just
Down
Down.
far. I mean, it's a big casino, so a long alley.
Well,
I can be an unobtrusive visitor. I could.
In an alley?
Oh yeah, that's lots of unobtrusive.
homeless guy.
Are you kidding? He's gonna fit right in.
I mean, I'm not saying you can't. I'm just throwing it out there. It might become a little bit more of a challenge. Like the knack will work just fine, but the conversation might be more difficult.
Oh, like that they wouldn't want to talk around a stranger.
Yeah, because I mean, like they're meeting in a dark alleyway where nobody else is. So yeah, a stranger showing up would probably make that more difficult, and conversation with them, you imagine, would be more difficult because it's not an open public scene, right? Where it'd be easy to blend in as a nobody.
Right.
Currently, nobody else is down there, and you expect there's a reason why they're meeting there.
I have a question
Sure.
for metamorphosis.
Oh boy. Let me read it.
Assuming these are not scions,
It's not a great assumption with two of them, but
Okay.
all right. So by any means,
Right.
so if they're not a magical person,
Yeah, they're trivial characters.
yeah.
Yeah.
What if you had like a rat ears? Like a headband that you'd get from Spirit Halloween or something? Like mouse ears?
Uh-huh. Where are we going with this?
I know where he's going.
Would that, ignoring complications for changing species and size and any type of disguise, sounds like as long as they're not magical people, it doesn't take much to make them view me as something far different than what I would be.
All right. Now, first of all, let me ask you: is this word for word what was in the book?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. I don't need to like just.
I
Cross it out.
copied it from the PDF and put it in here.
Well, that's perfect. I assume, but I just want to make sure I don't have to cross-reference anything.
Yeah, throw on monkey mouse ears and walk down the alley, and they're just gonna think you're a mouse.
Yes.
That's if they're not magical.
Who invited the rat?
That's one big ass rat.
I've seen this kind
I
of
mean,
thing in New York.
I will say, I guess, unless okay, I'll put it this way, because it's magic. You can do that, but if you're not actually physically changing your size in some way, you will be a giant rat to them, like a bogey-sized rat.
So we're
Right,
not
so-
ignoring.
You're ignoring complications, and they automatically fail to see through the deception.
So it would be a complication of being a giant rat.
Well, that would be for anybody else. So for trivial characters, automatically fail to see through the deception. So normally you'd roll to disguise yourself. If you put on those mouse ears, you can roll for it. The challenge rating is going to be very high, and the complications would come from if you were trying to change something physical. So, like if you were trying to appear as a woman, it might be more of a challenge based on your build and your
Right.
physique and what have you, right? Trying to appear as a rat with only Mickey Mouse ears, or a mouse with Mickey Mouse ears, perhaps, would provide some
Impossible.
complications, making it, yes, essentially impossible.
Yes.
If we're taking this as magic, I would kind of put it as you could probably get like the jump on them. I don't think it's going to be you put on Mickey Mouse ears and they think you're a mouse. But I think if you want to put on Mickey Mouse ears and walk up there, they might for a minute think you're a giant rat and we can find out what happened.
we have
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think it's I can read Metamorphosis more, but I don't
You
get
do it
the
like
sense
as a
that-
you do it like as a dog, and then you can get in there in all fours and use the
Big dog.
use the shadows to make them think you're like a mastiff or something.
or a giant wolf.
Well, yeah, I wasn't sure because
That feels like a stretch of the wording.
okay.
I think it's intended for when you actually try to disguise yourself.
Okay.
You don't even really have to worry about your role. Doesn't matter for trivial characters. But I think there still has to be some amount of effort into the disguise.
Well, I'd have to go to Spirit Halloween.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I just
But yes, I understand the way it's written.
Like
the way that it's written sounds pretty magical.
Right.
I would personally like to try to walk down, not obviously walking down, but I would like to try to blend into my surroundings and make my way downtown using
Okay,
perfect camouflage.
Now let me look at your character sheet.
No worries. Because technically, Kino is or whoever we've been following. I'm sorry, I forgot the name.
Yeah.
Julian. That is my target currently.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would, and I also have Silence in the Woods, so I don't think that's going to apply here as well. But I would like to just try to calmly move down the alley, sticking to as much cover as there is, and just try to make my way down.
Okay. So you'll still roll for
Correct.
the other guy.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll Dex and I guess Dex and
So when I was looking at this, I was thinking that this would probably either be subterfuge because I'm trying to blend in, or survival since it's kind of like I'm almost stalking. So your call. That was what I was thinking.
I would probably call it survival if we were actually out in a more natural environment. So yeah,
Right.
I'd say I would actually say, oh no, that doesn't fit because that's where the dexterity is first. So yeah, Dex and subterfuge.
Dex and subterfuge, perfect. And I would like to borrow a momentum here, fellas, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
All right, so I'm taking the one out of this.
Sorry, Mike, is that the disguise, the whole
Yeah.
disguise? Like you want to look like that? That's what you're going
No.
with?
I feel like that's what it
I
was.
thought like
Just the ears.
you just want to. Okay. Now I understand.
No, I was full on Mike.
I feel like it was like, and there's like '80s movies where somebody did turn into something, and then when they turned back into human, but they didn't come all the way back, and they had like still the big ears left or the big long nose or something. Like that's what I was envisioning.
Oh, that 10 was right there. All right, and then not sure how you want to classify that enhancement, because I figured that it wouldn't be the full +3.
Well, so that would be for your target, which right now is Julia.
Correct.
But I thought he basically couldn't see you anyways, right? Or was it just?
So basically, I'm going to vanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, it's the person you're pursuing. Targets of a lower tier simply cannot spot you. So no, he can't spot you anyways. If he was a Scion tier, a hero tier,
Right.
then you'd get a +3 enhancement. So it'd be 7 would be the challenge you'd be getting against to try to even notice you.
Okay.
But you do know he's mortal. So he's your target. He doesn't know for sure. Now his
Right.
back's also to you. But yes, even with the 4, it doesn't seem like the other guy notices you as you slink your way down, waiting until Julian gets in the way of his vision and then moving and getting closer. So eventually, it'll take a few minutes,
Right.
spot to spot, but eventually you can get close enough to hear.
Perfect.
Close enough to shoot.
Therefore, also close enough to shoot.
I mean,
It's
look, if
been
you're doing
foretold. I don't know, man. This is how prophecies work.
look, if we were doing that, I could just do that from across the street. All right.
So you get up there and you hear them. You hear them arguing. Julian seems a little bit flustered, and the other guy seems very angry. And as you come into the conversation, you hear the other guy say, "You really fucked up this time, man. You just how I don't even know why you're on my payroll. You are just such a waste." And he's just going into him and laying into him. You miss kind of what happened, and Julian's just kind of taking it.
Okay.
Is the guy littler than him?
What's that?
Is the guy littler than him?
No, they're about the same height. The
Okay.
other guy might be slightly taller.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna keep listening, and I'm actually going to take like in my pocket with my phone. Just go ahead and hit record, so that it's just gonna start recording everything.
So yeah, it'll go on for a little bit.
Mhm.
Julian's like apologizing. And he seems a little nervous. Eventually, the other guy says, "Just go out, do your job, get these people to fucking run these relics where they need to go. I don't want any more messes like this. You know where they're supposed to. You know we're supposed to get picked up. You know where they're supposed to get dropped off. And make sure it happens. For next time, find somebody else who can." "Oh, yeah, man. I'm so sorry. Of course. Yeah, I won't let it happen again. I'll make sure that my runners know where they're supposed to go." Good. You fucking do that. Do not call me again. I will call you. "Oh, yeah. Of course, man. Of course." The other guy starts to walk away towards a door leading back into the building. And then Julian heading back your way.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna try to remain as low as possible and just wait till he goes by, and then once he moves past me, kind of stand up and slowly follow him, and then just kind of trying to make eye contact with anybody to see if I need to grab him.
So yeah, you the rest of you see Julian walking out towards you. Sylvia, you can see. I assume you're still bird's eyeing. So you see Julian passing by. Go ahead. You can see
pull
everything. Just said.
Pull out of the way. He's coming. Don't let him see us. I assume you're driving. I don't know. Or I don't know if I drive. I can, but probably safer if you drive.
Yeah, probably safer if you're not like eyes rolled back driving.
I hope Boogie's driving.
I'll drive. I'll drive. I mean, I'm done at plenty.
Bogey can drive.
Yeah, pull up.
None of us are comfortable with Sylvia visioning and driving at the same time.
I mean, she swerves a lot.
That's a throwback right there, boys.
That's the last one that I played.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
All right. Well, so yeah, he doesn't seem to notice you.
Mhm.
I think it's your target. So yeah, he exits the alleyway and heads towards his car.
Okay.
I think Julian is really all that important, right?
No, I think this other guy's the one we want.
So we should keep the eyes on the other guy, right?
Yeah, he's going in the building.
So then,
When he's gone inside.
okay. So then, the main thing that I'm going to do is walk back over to Sylvia's car and just slowly get in, and just kind of explain that, like, yeah, Julian messed up, but I got there a little late. I should have just gone as soon as he went down the alley. I wasn't thinking.
Nice work.
It's all right.
Do you think there's like a different way for Julian to go now? Like, is he
No,
stuck?
I think he's going to keep. I think he's going to try to get back in the good favors. So he's going to try to get more and keep going.
What building did the guy go into? Is it the casino or is it another building? It's a casino.
So I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm not going to be able to go in there right now because I'm strapped. So I either have to leave the gun in the car or, yeah, problems are going to happen if I walk through the casino with a gun.
I'll go in the casino.
I'm sure we can find it inside.
Okay. Well, then I'll take over out here if Dash, hand me your gun.
Oh, I didn't bring it.
Smart man. Okay. Well, then I'll just be out here.
No, I mean I didn't bring it at all from home.
We'll talk about this later.
Sorry.
It's okay. You're still learning. I apologize.
Wait, so are you coming in? I mean, you saw him, right?
Yeah, I saw him. So I don't know. I'm not leaving my gun in your car unless, like, do you have a lockbox?
I mean, I can lock it in the glove compartment. I can take some of the stuff out.
Bottle of chloroform rolls onto the floor. All right. Well, I guess.
Back in. I'll take out all the wad of plasticware.
Your car doesn't have that. You've got the drop down tire, don't you? You don't have like a thing we could slide it in. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess the glove box is going to be the best option.
I mean, yeah, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Move the Wilson Phillips cassette out of the way.
All right. So you head into the casino.
I usually don't. I'll put the top up. That'd be fine. It'll be perfectly safe. I'm gonna lock the door.
Right. And you also lock the door, double locked.
Carter is like freaking out now. Like you can see for like the first time in a while that he is like very just not happy.
Look, I can find you a gun once we get inside.
What?
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Let's go have a good time.
Yeah, let's go have a good time.
All right. You guys, you head on into the casino. It takes you a little bit looking around, especially Carter. You're being a little bit distracted because your cursed item isn't with you. That's what it sounds like. But just because like you can't be without it. But yeah, you go around for a little bit looking, trying to find this individual, and you eventually find him playing at the blackjack table, or a blackjack table. And he's just sitting and playing. There's 2 other people there.
I'm gonna tap, or I'm just gonna whisper to Sylvia. You still have that like bee brooch on you?
Yeah, but I don't know how to activate it yet.
But that's not the point. I'm just wondering, like, if you walk up there and start playing some cards, if you can, like, I mean, if you sit like at an angle where maybe he sees it, maybe he makes a move eventually, or tries to get it, or not get it, but tries to get someone to get it. I don't know. What do you think, Dash? Is that a plan?
To make him be distracted by the bee brooch? Is that what you said?
It's a relic of some kind.
Yeah, it's somebody's relic.
I mean, I don't know if it's somebody's, but
do we even know that he can detect relics?
I don't think so, but who knows? I don't know. Sylvia's got the luck.
fuck.
I need a drink. And Carter just instantly turns on his heels and like then looks back and whispers to Sylvia and goes, "That one right there," and kind of like subtly motions, and then looks at Dash and goes, "That one right there," and just looks at Bogey and goes, and just walks away.
I'll go sit down. Well, I'll wait for that hand to be over, and then I'll sit down at the blackjack table.
So, yeah, Dash, you're just gonna make a friend, man. You seem like you're eager to gamble, anyways.
I'm not eager, but I mean, we're here. Might as well do as the Denverians do.
Yeah.
Whatever you call them.
So yeah, this guy's sitting on the end. There's a woman in between you and him. You sit down to join blackjack.
Hi. I'll be friendly with everybody.
The woman. Oh, hello, welcome. That guy doesn't say anything. He glances at you and then he waits for the cards to be dealt. And then there's a gentleman on your left. Very, very good to meet you. Hi, I'm Sam.
Oh, hi Sam. I'm Dash.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
What brings you to Denver? And he'll just start chatting you up.
I'll talk back to him. Talk back with him. Just and keep an eye on the table as we're talking. But just I'll actually like keep the conversation going constantly, like almost aggravatingly, like annoyingly so to the people at the table.
Yeah.
Like, well, this is my first time in Denver. Like, and we were just in town. I was like, well, there's a casino over there. Let's check that out. And then, well, this place is amazing. This is way better than where I come from. And like, the bartender. I mean, so yeah, I'm just,
Mm-hmm. And
that.
Sam is 100% with you. He's a local, but he's very gregarious, loves chatting. So the two of you just going and going and going. And after about 5 minutes, the guy on the other end that you guys are following pushes his cards away, takes his chips, and walks away.
Nice playing with you.
Doesn't turn around. And I assume somebody's following him. He'll head to the roulette table. Go play there.
Do we see him heading there? Like, can we tell that he's heading there before he gets there?
I mean, not much before he gets there, but yes, yeah, you can. Maybe 10 seconds before he gets there, it's very clear like he's heading over there. Oh, okay, what's over there? There's roulette. He's probably heading over there.
All right. I'll get there ahead of him.
Sure.
And put. Is anybody playing with cash, or are they all playing with chips?
They're all playing with chips, but you guys wanted to have gotten chips, you could have.
All right. I got $100 of chips.
Yeah.
So you'll put $20 on red.
And this guy puts a 5 on a couple of numbers. Ball spins. It's black. Away it goes. So what does Bogey want to do? What's Bogey's approach this time?
to,
Always interested.
does he also lose?
He loses on one of his numbers, but not the other ones. One of his numbers was a black. One of his numbers was a red.
Okay.
Although, I mean, I'm sorry, he did lose because it didn't roll either of his numbers.
Right.
Yes, he also lost.
So Bogey will laugh about that they both showed up at the same time and both started off losing.
He'll give you a pretty dirty look and then go back to looking at the board, deciding where he wants to bet next.
Well, all right, and then Bogey's got to put $20 on black again.
He bets on another couple of numbers. This time comes up black, and it happened to be one of his numbers.
And that's why we don't quit.
And like I assume, are you saying this to him or are you saying this to the table?
The table, but also to him.
Okay, all right. He doesn't seem to respond to that one and continues playing.
All right, I'll keep playing.
I'm after lose a hand, intentionally or not. Like, oh man, I'm gonna head over and grab a drink. You want something, Sam?
Oh, could you? Well, yeah, you give me a whiskey.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Man,
be back.
thanks.
Be back at some point.
Great.
Get up and
Yeah.
Head back over to wherever Sylvia's playing slots or something. I don't know what Sylvia's doing.
Yeah, what's Sylvia doing?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to watch, keep an eye on things. Trying to find a security guard who's distracted so I can get his gun. Security guards have guns, but
go ahead and roll.
no, don't worry about that. That's
okay.
I'm just trying to keep an eye on things.
Got it. All right. Well, then yeah. I mean, keeping an eye on things, and I assume just especially keeping an eye on this guy. And
yes. Yeah. Not losing him. Yeah.
Got it. So yeah, you'll find her over by the slots, because it was a good spot to be able to see where he is now.
How's Bogey doing? Well, I'm asking Sylvia. How's Bogey doing?
This guy doesn't seem real friendly. He's not doing any worse than you were, though.
Rude.
Seems like you pissed him off in was it 5 minutes?
All right, I'll see if I can do it again.
He wasn't real friendly.
I'll like hustle over to the table before they do the roll. I want to drop 10 on black, and what numbers we got left? Yeah, and I'll drop it down there.
Okay. So I see what you wrote, Mike. But what? Okay, I got it. You're just trying to got it. You're prodding him.
I'm trying to figure him out a little bit because we don't know this guy. And so just trying to feel for his feelings.
I mean, so the things that stand out right away, he hasn't talked this entire time. He hasn't talked to you, hasn't talked to anybody. And Desh, he didn't talk over at the blackjack table. He has a constant grumpy face on. It's not like a neutral face. It seems like he's agitated.
Right.
And he was already agitated even when you arrived, Desh. So just
we know why he's agitated.
Right. But yeah, so I mean, you're getting that he is, whether it's situational or just who he is, seems like kind of an asshole. Maybe he's just being kind of an asshole because of the conversation he just had. Maybe he's just kind of an asshole. That part you can't tell.
That's what I was curious about.
Yeah. But he's at least situationally an asshole.
Checks out.
I feel like I could say that about people. A number of instances.
Most people.
I'd like to use my empathy to sort of like chameleon myself into somebody that he would want to be around.
Processing.
Yeah, because I'm taking it as he is being pressured by people above him. The person that is below him isn't doing what they need to be doing. So he is stuck. He is just an asshole to this guy. Because this guy is screwing up. He's not able to do what he wants to.
I love Boogie's so positive about everything.
Facts.
Because he can't. Like he'd like to just have killed this guy in the alley, and been done with it. But he needs this guy around, and he just can't go killing people in an alleyway.
Really. At least not this alleyway. Go ahead and roll presence and empathy.
All right.
To essentially feel out and like you said, to feel out and try to adjust what you're doing, what you're saying, to try and connect with it. So this is really kind of like a rolling to see if Bogey figures out what could be a good pathway.
Right. Not terrible.
Cool. Yeah, and I'd say you have an enhancement from your culture. So what you realize is that, especially in this current move, like there's nothing that you're going to say that's going to make him want to connect.
No.
Question, Desh, as you come over, no, never mind. You already gave it away. You're being very talkative. You realize that as Desh comes over, this guy glances over at Desh and is annoyed that Desh is here. Actions speak louder than words. So you don't get a sense that anything you say is really going to help connect with this guy.
Right.
But potentially there's something you could do that would help you connect with this asshole.
I still don't know why.
Do it is the question.
I still don't know why Sylvie hasn't jabbed him in the leg with a needle like she did to somebody else in a crowded hall one time.
I have it.
I'm just not bringing up the past, but you know,
it's ready to go.
Every episode.
I'm letting us run the course before we move to Plan B. It's always Plan B. Dash.
I think that one time we went straight to Plan B. I'm just okay. Anyway, we'll talk about it later. Next episode.
So
I'm ready. We're almost on Plan B. You guys got like 60 seconds to figure this out.
That's amazing.
I'm following this guy into the bathroom, and he's not coming out.
So Dash comes over, yapping.
yeah, Desh comes over. Yeah. Hold on.
Right.
Yeah.
Bogey will be putting down another bet, and he like just visibly tenses up and looks over at Dash. And Dash is confused because he's never seen that face on Bogey before.
Well, we're all playing a part here, so clearly you're playing a part.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, this guy. I've run into this guy twice. All right. So Bogey puts down a bet on some different part of roulette that is a valid bet to have in roulette.
You do that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it plays another round. Dash, I assume you continue to.
Yeah. Here we go. Spin that wheel. Here we go. Come on. Yeah. Wait. Oh, wait. No, I did it. Wait, did I win? No. Oh. Damn. No, I didn't win. Oh. Yeah.
Looking around.
I'll look over at the guy too and be like, I think that was your number. Oh no, wait, you were on red, not black. Oh, dang it.
It gives you a dirty look.
I'm gonna pick up a drink at the roulette table. Mine's immaterial. And walk next to Dash and spill it on him.
Like accidentally spill it on him, or like Jock in the cafeteria over his head.
Both.
I think pour it over his head. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So yeah, Bogey just walks over and pours a drink on top of Dash.
It's like, don't you have someplace to be? Looks like you need to get cleaned up.
I swing. I swing.
Initiative.
I swing.
Roll initiative.
Perfect. This is great. This is the most damage I'm gonna do to you guys. Yeah, go ahead and go roll athletics and might. And then Bogey roll any of your resiliences.
Any of my
They're equally
resilience.
good. So, yeah, either
Resilience.
yeah, so either resolve, stamina, or composure.
Oh, okay. Composure and just composure.
Yeah, so your defense roll is just one of those stats,
Okay.
the highest of them.
My working out's paid off.
Yeah, it has.
Oh man. Just that.
Oh,
So you meet the target. So you hit them. So anything that is in the close combat you can do. So you could inflict damage. You don't have any additional successes. I think that's what you could do. You could if you wanted to, you could inflict a point of damage on them. You could also not. You could hit them without.
no, I'm not gonna inflict any damage, but like I will definitely like whoa man, and like I'll just swing and like I'll at least like make enough contact so it's real,
right,
you know.
but not damage.
But I'm not gonna like try to break his nose or anything. He's like whoa man, you know.
How does Bogey respond?
What are you doing?
If at all in turn order, if needed.
Yeah. Bogey will be like, no, that's out of the way. I think you need to go get cleaned up.
I just started a hot streak, man.
Well, guess you'll need to cool off then.
All right.
And the two of you don't notice, but Sylvia, you notice because you're keeping an eye and not getting hit or getting a drink splashed on you. The guy is watching this, obviously, as is everyone around the table. And he seems to be gaining some type of like malicious pleasure from it. Like he's grinning, but in that kind of like evilish kind of way. Like he's happy something bad is happening to Desh.
Jerk.
Yeah, he might be.
This guy's awful.
Yeah.
I hate being friends with him. I'm gonna be friends with him.
You're gonna have to be friends with him. I love it.
It's not.
So you I assume you continue playing Bogey.
I will stalk past Sylvia and be like, "Why haven't you stabbed that fucker yet?" And I'll just keep walking.
So the guy nods to you, Bogey, and says, "Somebody needed to do it."
You're not ruining my night.
Is it night yet?
Loud mouths. Fucking loud mouths. Oh, sorry. What are you trying to say, Drew?
Isn't it like midday?
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's not super busy, but it's there's certainly a decent crowd around. And Bogey, a guard, whatever, guard will come over, and put a hand on your shoulder and say, "Sir, you need to come with me." The other guy looks at the guard and says, "He's fine." The guard pauses for a second. Okay, and goes back to standing where he was standing.
Who said it's fine?
The asshole.
Your best friend.
Oh, good.
Your
My new friend.
Your new best friend said, "Yeah, he's fine." And then, yeah.
Thanks for that.
He nods to where Desh was standing. Thanks for that. Not really big on worrying about social niceties, huh?
I'm not quite here to be social,
Yeah. I don't know who the hell's here to be social at midday on a Wednesday.
At a casino?
Fucking guy.
It's like I've been catching shit at work. Nobody can do their fucking jobs. And then I've got to, and I'm still on the hook for them not doing their fucking jobs.
Right? Fucking lazy assholes. Goes out in bed to play a bit more. What kind of work you do?
I keep busy. I have a couple of people that work for me doing some odd jobs. Contract out work as needed. How about you?
Similar. Manage some idiots. Try not to get squashed by those above.
Yeah. Wasn't part of the plan, but it seems to be working out okay.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm in here on a Wednesday afternoon. So here we are.
Here we are.
Cheers.
He nods. You actually notice that he's not drinking. And I guess, yeah, sorry, Dish, you would have noticed too. He wasn't drinking anything, and he didn't. There's nothing he carried over to the roulette table.
But I want to imbue a point of legend into him.
So, cut away. Dash is in the bathroom, cleaning himself up.
Yeah.
Pulls his phone out, calls Kavi and says, Kavi, I need my other suit. Can you get it sent to, or bring it to
Right.
The Oxford in
course.
Denver.
Of course, yeah. I'll make sure he gets there right away.
And you arrive if you can keep your ear to the ground about I don't know, probably a long shot, but some dude named Kino.
Kino?
Yeah, I know.
It sounds like a street name or something. I'll see what I can find.
All right. Thanks, Mom.
I'll be on the job. Double check what I know about Cowboy.
Probably whatever this guy's into would not fall under his specialties, but you never know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, Stude is on the way to the Oxford. Obviously, make sure you get the right one, and yeah, we'll see what kind of work he gets to, but he'll try to do some work. And yeah, from the looking back over what you've written about him, doesn't look like it's necessarily in his wheelhouse. I mean, he doesn't know people whose wheelhouse it could be in, so he's there to help. Try to help.
Okay.
Ogie, Sylvia, Carter.
So Carter is like finally making his way over, like just to like the next blackjack table over from them, and is just sitting there and just playing just like absolute crap. Like he's not even focused. He is just throwing money and just getting frustrated.
I love it.
He doesn't realize that he tips the person running the wheel or throwing cards $100 tip at one point, and just
Damn. That's rough.
it's life.
Apparently.
Sylvia she'll take it. I mean, without being too obvious, she's going to try and study him real well and get to know his, like, understand, like, look at him. So, like, ultimately, what I'm about to do is look into the past a little bit and see if I can see him. But I need to be able to identify him by his posture and his, skeletal structure and so on.
Right, and how he's standing, how he's shifting. You'd seen him walk a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to do that, and then I'm gonna go back to just like yesterday and see if I can see him at the same time.
Okay.
If this is a regular thing.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, and that wasn't like an outside thing, like needing to be outside.
That
It's unrelated.
this one. Well, you know what, Han? Is this one? I mean, it does say like there's something about the stars. It doesn't say specifically being outside. My other one does, but this one says like the stars can. What the stars saw. I can't see today, but I can see anything from yesterday and before. Where'd you go? So I don't know how we interpret.
Yeah, I think that's just flavor. I don't think it's necessarily tied to the stars actually being able to see. So yeah, you look back into yesterday around this time, and it takes you a while, even though having studied him, because there's just a lot to look around at. But yeah, eventually you can find him at the blackjack table. Not the same one, at a different one, but at a blackjack table.
Okay. That was the main thing. Unless there happens to be some other interesting details, that was mainly what I wanted to find out.
No, I mean, you're kind of. I assume you view it in real time. I assume there's not like a 2x speed button you can hit.
I think that's my understanding.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, you can watch as long as you want. but it's going to be in real time, and therefore it's going to be missing check for a bit.
Yeah. No. Once I spot him, I'll watch for a moment, and then I'll come back to reality.
And yeah, that'll take you it'll take you 3 to 5 minutes. All right, Bogey, what are we doing next? So his part of he dies down in the conversation. He goes back and just playing.
Yeah, same. But I am imbuing a point of legend into him.
Ooh.
Because we are middle managers that are commiserating through roulette.
That is true.
I saw that. That was amazing.
And what do you want him to be feeling if I'm thinking of what you're using?
Yeah.
What
He's
emotion?
already frustrated, but he feels like we're both dealing with similar crap. And he's happy that I'm also miserable.
Shredder Freuden or whatever it is from Avenue Q.
Yep.
Again, he's happy to know that you're miserable.
Yep. I am miserable, and I might be as miserable as him.
And that feels good.
And that feels good. And he feels like this would be a good place to vent, that I'm a good listener, and my soothing presence makes him more willing to vent.
Try the soothing presence.
Yep.
Okay. Fate roll isn't necessarily tied to that. Roll. Presence and empathy again.
All right.
So right, like he's feeling those things, but whether or not he actually chooses to open up.
Right.
So you're rolling a fate roll on, like, because there's plenty of times like you have a feeling about somebody, but you don't actually act on it.
That could have been better. Do I have any enhancements?
That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, I mean, I'd say your integrity counts towards that. Your specialization there, or specialty there. So yeah, if you play out for a little bit, and it goes probably 5 or 6 rounds, and eventually he says, "Do you like what you do?"
I mean, objectively, no.
We're gonna make a change.
What do you have in mind? I don't know. I would be fine with making a change, but like, does change.
I mean, if you're even halfway competent, then might be able to fill in for somebody who's less competent that is currently working for me.
Whoops.
Yeah. No, I'm not interested. Tell me more about that.
Well, first of all, what's your name?
George.
George Carlin? George of the Jungle?
Sorry, I'm not used to giving last names.
I mean,
I come up with one.
Bogey would come up with the last name.
Yes.
Yes, you don't have to. But I have people around here just call me Kino. Um, I mean, I need to know a little bit more about what you currently do, figure out where you potentially could fit into what I do.
Hmm. Oh.
So yeah, what does George
Stephanopoulos.
Stephanopoulos Stevenson do?
Yeah. What does he do? Be like a more mundane version of what he does. Um, could be taking.
Like I mean, if you're looking at that like UPS, works in scheduling and routing and
Yeah,
get people to actually do their job and make deliveries on time and
yeah, it'll be a contractor through UPS and Amazon.
job. Okay, so yeah, you're pretty used to dealing with people, actually getting things delivered on time in places where they need to be.
Yeah, if I have anybody that's working for me.
Yeah, that's always the question. All right, and you have any kind of trouble with the law?
I don't have any trouble with law. I mean, I don't have any trouble with the law.
And I assume you say that like intentionally. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, give me your number and we'll be in touch. He gets out his phone and
All right.
waits to
Yeah.
tell him his number and put it in and put his phone away. Enjoy the game. He'll head off to somewhere else. But I assume you all will follow him.
Bogey's not following him.
Oh yeah, Bogey's not following him, I assume. But yeah, and he will actually head over to play Keno.
Oh. You know what?
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason they call him Keno. It's got to have it. Yeah. So yeah, he'll go sit and probably just watch the numbers.
I'll go up to the roulette table. Kind of, I don't know how crowded it is here, but
It's you, Bogey, and one other person at this point. So yeah, even before, I mean, he was, and of course, there's the host, whatever appropriate name. But yeah, even before it was equally busy, and he was just talking across the table to you, Bogey. But anyway, Sylvia, yeah, you come up.
yeah.
with
So I'll go up and with that, I'll say, I'll how's it playing? Like I know Bogey.
Yeah.
Like familiar.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm doing better than breaking even.
It's better than the damn slots. I don't think those things are working.
Oh, they're working. They just don't work for you.
No. Anything good?
Yeah, maybe. I got a job.
That's good. Congrats.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna leave now. I don't wanna leave altogether. It's important that I'm alone.
All right. I'll be out in a little bit.
Carter wanders over to Sylvia like shortly after Bogey walks away and goes, "What's the plan? I'm down 500."
Do not take the gun away from that man.
Oh my! Wow, that was why. I mean, I spent like $5. Like, what do you know?
I don't know, but I got the dealer's number. I made friends with the waitress. They kept telling me to split. I didn't know what split meant. Like I'm not gonna lie. This is my first time in an actual casino.
All right. Well, we'll do some. I think we're gonna be back. We'll do some practice. We'll come back. We'll get that money back tomorrow.
I don't know if that's gonna be better or worse.
Well, it sounds like it won't be worse.
I don't know. It could get worse.
Okay. All right. I'll stay with you, and we'll do it together.
All right. So you're my gambling buddy.
Sure.
Okay, gambling buddy.
All right. So are we all heading out of the casino?
Yeah. Eventually.
Okay. All right. Y'all get out of the casino, get back to the car, unlock it. I assume immediately unlock the glove compartment. So somebody can get their gun.
I don't know.
I gave him the keys just in case he needed to,
Like run ahead of everybody.
Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Look both ways before you cross between the lanes. Cars can't see you when you come out behind a car.
But that's the weird thing is like as soon as Carter gets outside, he is like much more calm. Like as soon as he crosses the door, and so he's just like looking at Sylvia like, right.
That's how adulting works, right?
I don't know, man. Got lost in there.
Say what?
I like diagnose whatever. Use some medical term for whatever his issue is.
Okay. Oh, all right. We'll get into this later, but it's just very unnerving for me to be in there.
I had some whatever drug in the car. You would have been way better. You would have been much more chill.
You're just now telling me this.
I didn't realize it was going to be that bad.
Well, to be fair, I didn't know it was going to be that bad.
How long have you ever been away from that thing since you got it?
Never.
Yeah, that's
Well, all right, except like in the shower, but that's different. I mean, you're not just going to shower with it.
I'm glad to hear that. Those are healthy boundaries.
Yeah, and as y'all are talking, as Boogie had walked up, Dash looked at him and was like, "Did you really have to pour beer on my, like, you couldn't have chosen something else?" And then like he pops through and he goes, "All right, forgiven."
It's like, I can't think of another thing to do.
But did you get something valuable out of it?
I might have gotten a job.
With that guy?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
And you found out his name.
And I found out that's Kino.
all right.
That's great.
That worked out well.
Yeah.
It's too bad didn't get to knock him out and interrogate him.
I mean, there's still time.
He's still young.
His day is still young.
And get in the nighttime, you add one person.
That's, that's a better nighttime activity, anyways.
Yeah, that's not a midday casino activity.
No.
That would have required
No, we'll do it with the vampire, and that'll work out even better.
That was so much better.
We might even be able to get to do blood magic.
That's amazing.
So what is the current plan?
I'd like to go change my clothes.
Yeah, obviously, number one, go get a new suit on.
At least some, better clothes right now.
Yeah.
So I'll share that I mean, he seems like he's there. Like I just took a shot in the dark and looked back into yesterday and found him playing blackjack. So that's,
He's a
Regular.
compulsive. Well, maybe not compulsive. Yeah, just regular.
I mean, and then Bogey might share that he seems to even have some sway with the
Staff.
Security. Yeah. I almost got in a little bit of trouble there. But he waved him off. So it was interesting.
Do you think he waved him off just because of who he is, or do you think he used some kind of?
I think he waved him off because of who he is. I don't think he used anything.
You don't think he's a Scion or anything?
No. I don't know. But no.
You think
No.
like a Jedi mind trick?
Right. Yes.
Oh, that would be a good one. Oh, that would make life so much easier.
I mean, generally places don't look favorably upon pouring drinks on other customers' heads. So
I don't know what else to do.
So either he's got to have some kind of sway, or he's got to have some kind of sway.
Pull. So he's either got like a sway or a pull.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Like, maybe he's part of the confluence, but I didn't get the sense that he was. But I don't know why. I didn't think so.
Wait, what is the confluence now? Does it mean specifically a Scion? Or does it mean not human?
Anything we're associated with?
I think anything that pulls into our magical orbit is like part of the confluence.
So, I mean, then he's part of it, right?
I mean,
But he's not magical.
with a loose. Okay, so it has to be a magical.
Well, we don't
part of the confluence.
we don't actually know that, right?
What?
That he's not
Magical?
magical, whatever that word is.
I don't think that he is. I mean, I don't want to assume that he's magical. But maybe we should assume that he's magical until we know that he's not. Like, would that be a better way to do it? Like,
Probably
everybody starts off magical until we find out that they're not.
at least
Really?
the one,
Until proven innocent.
Yeah.
at least the ones dealing in artifacts.
But Cynthia wasn't magical.
No, they're not at all. But Hiroku was, and
That's the whole list. That's the whole list right there.
it's not. But like-
Paola,
Paolo was,
Paola.
the big guy.
Her again. I wonder what
all
she's
the
doing.
Minotaur. They're not usually like just walking around here. We fought a frost giant. They're not usually walking around here either. We found a vampire. They're usually not walking around here. I mean,
They're all pulled. So he could be magical, is what you're saying.
I'm just
There's
saying.
precedent for it. So like,
There's a precedent for it.
Kino's magical.
We just need to be aware that they might be able to know more, sense more than we realize that that's how careful we ought to be.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Though. Yeah.
But I also think too that even if not, even if he's just a very powerful, I mean, again, you got to have some kind of sway to be able to not
I
get
thought that he was just a very powerful criminal person.
Well, and if that's the case too, I mean, that is also, then we are moving up the ladder.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
I haven't really found anybody that's. I mean, I guess Cynthia, but I mean, she was. I don't know.
No, didn't you get like the sense that Cynthia was like the multi-level marketing version of Kino? Like she's got all the people and they're all coming to her basement and they're having dinner and they're like all sharing out like how they're their own managers and like then they have their underlings. Everybody's,
I do you think Kino is like that?
No, I don't think that he is. I think that he manages people like Cynthia, maybe
Like Julian.
like Julian.
So we're gonna just wait for him to give you a call.
I mean, I'm gonna wait for him to give me a call, but like, I can't hang out with you guys in public places right now in case he's like, checking my references by having me spied on.
Too cool for your friends, huh?
Well, no, I just don't want you guys to get.
Yeah, we get it. I've seen this one.
Well, I think honestly the only one that you definitely shouldn't be seen with is me, since you poured a beer on my head.
That's true.
I don't think he saw one of the other people, right?
You could always put on a disguise. That's part of what you do.
Yeah.
So you just be in disguise all the time around this guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're talking about me. I don't put on this guy.
Yeah, for a second there, I was like,
Like,
really? Dash?
I mean,
Yeah, not Dash.
I all right. Well, then let's go back and wake up our nocturnal friend. Well, let's not wake him up, but
Go have dinner. Wait until nighttime.
go have dinner. Wait till he wakes up.
Yeah, I forgot about the disguise part.
That you could just not be you.
Right. No, I've been doing that right along. So yeah.
You enjoy a lovely dinner. Oxford has a wonderful dining area. Sit down, you can order. Very good food. And eventually, Ambrose, I assume, comes downstairs and we'll see the rest of you towards the end of dinner.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good morrow.
Good morning.
Aloha.
Aloha.
There you go.
You definitely notice that Carter is like much calmer now.
He just needed some food. It was blood sugars, I'm sure.
Angry.
You lost $500 at the blackjack table.
I think I tipped the waitress and the dealer very well.
Oh, okay. Well, so you didn't lose then. You
Oh
gained.
no, I definitely
That's how you gain.
I did gain at least one number.
When you go back, you'll be a popular.
Well, then,
I don't think that's a good thing.
not
may
a
turn
complete
out-
loss.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this. I was not expecting that.
So Ambrose, we found Kino. We followed.
Oh, right.
at a gambling establishment. Sounds like.
Yeah. Eventually, he played Kino. For what it's worth.
Played.
Yeah.
Sense.
Seems to spend a lot of time there.
Did this
But-
Kino seem
but-
like the next person above our friend Julian?
Definitely.
So,
He's
Bogey got a job with him.
might have gotten a job, yeah.
Could be useful.
And- yeah. That's what we found out today. So if we're just waiting for a job phone call. We've all been there. It's tough.
So that's my question. What do we want to do next? So it can be hang out around Denver and wait for a job phone
Go to-
call.
For the fighting pits.
Go to the fighting bits, make some gold. They use it for your downtime activity. Yep.
I mean, we could also like continue to keep an eye on Julian too, just to see if he's
I think that he is the one that's pressured, so he's the one that's going to be making moves right now.
So yeah, you can follow Julian.
I mean, you can also try and keep a close eye on Kino. We don't know Kino's the end of the road either.
I don't think he's in the road. I think he's the next step up. But
Yeah. That said, I mean, it would fit if he was one of the lucky, right? Like maybe they're all, gambling related. It's going to be like Kino and
Jack Black.
and Jack Black.
I should have been playing that.
Jack Black. I think you might have been playing Jack Black at the blackjack table.
That's why he lost so much. Yeah.
I kept asking for tens, and they said that's not how you play this.
Anyways, I mean, we could check him out. I don't know. He might still be at the casino for all we know. I mean, casinos definitely don't close when it gets dark.
No, they don't close. I don't know if he's gonna call me tonight. Like he could be calling me in a couple days.
agreed. Yeah, I doubt he. Unless there's some really pressing job that he's a newbie for.
Right.
We could start trying to wreak havoc on his network.
That would actually be really helpful.
See any interesting meetings he has and make sure that whoever he's meeting with is unsuccessful or whatever they're supposed to be doing.
I think if we just figure out what Julian's doing next, we could start right there, right?
I think so. Because Julian's got to do something. It sounds like he's not in a good spot right now, right?
So if Julian were to, end up in a certain friend's basement, and then Julian needed a replacement, he'd have to call you, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Might be the time for Julian just to skip town when he's feels like
What if Julian wanted to help us instead? Like
It's true. You might want to get out.
yeah. You might want something where he's safer and more appreciated.
I don't know that I want to work with Julian.
We don't need to work with Julian, but like Julian could work for you. He could help build houses and things.
Just add another cult.
We have a much more thorough vetting process than that.
What's your RH factor?
That is, but
What blood type are you?
these are important questions. We got to know our blood donors, right?
Right. Bro,
Accident.
if there's an accident at work, right, you gotta know who could help donate.
Yeah, that's on the medical forms. Everybody's got to fill them out.
I mean, Ambrose could certainly keep an eye on Kino at night at the casino, right?
I could.
I mean, anybody else that wanted to.
I'll go.
There's not going to be any blood magic in the casino.
Oh, one night of this blood magic. Some
The one
fish
night you went home.
is somewhere. Where's blood? I have
Not
lobster
inside the
Have
casino.
blood.
Somewhere else.
But the alley is fine.
Long as it's empty.
bathroom stall. It doesn't matter.
Plenty of quiet places to do blood magic.
Mhm.
Okay. So it sounds like generally waiting for a call in the meantime, watching Julian / trying to help him fail
Taking
/ maybe talking with Julian / following Kino.
Yeah.
Well, the first three slashes are separate from the fourth slash, I think.
Right. Yeah. Following Kino separate from. So I guess the bigger question is, what is the plan if we have a plan for or with Julian?
I would say we keep an eye on him and especially follow where he's going, what he's doing. I mean, I don't think there's any reason to confront him right now.
I agree.
See what he's doing. See what he feels like he's being pressured into doing. At which point,
And then from there, are you looking to sabotage him? Or is
So
it
he's
different?
sabotaging himself already.
he seems to be pretty bad at his job, is what it sounds like. But I mean, assuming that his job is also to steal birthrights or relics. Sorry, not birthrights, relics. It's not good. We don't want them stolen.
Did we ever reach out to? Was it Trish? What's her name?
Trish.
Well, we gave our number and said if we like run into something or you find something out, let us know.
What was their meeting about though? They met, and that's when we started following.
Following him. Yeah, if I remember right. They met. I think he gave her payment and instruction on a delivery job. And that was just last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want to make her fail though, because we don't want her to look bad.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I think she's more. I don't know. I don't think she would care as much. And we'll be there to protect her. Right?
I don't want her getting hurt.
We'll be there to protect her. And then if somebody comes forward, then we have a way to go to the next step. She's not exactly bait, but
Sounds a lot like bait.
it sounds somewhat like bait. Except she'll be safe baiting.
She'll have a cage in the shark feeding.
So a possible alternative of having Trisha do a bad job so that Julian
Looks bad.
looks bad.
Bogey gets hired faster.
Okay. So fast forwarding a little bit.
Mhm.
So I mean, obviously you're able to track them down. Kino often can be found, though he's not always at the casino. And it's not especially interesting, but you do like things that you end up gathering in that time, however you gather them. Is it? I mean, he's using it not just as a place to play games, but as his office. Right? He's using it as a place to make calls, do meetings, and what have you. And there are a number of other individuals that you end up seeing him meet with besides Julie. That clearly are also individuals that work for him. It's clear, it's not just that he's a regular there. He has some type of pull with the staff there. Not like he owns the place, but they certainly defer to him for whatever reason. As far as Julian goes, yeah, obviously he's well, I guess so I know, because I'm just thinking about, it sounded like Sylvia and Ambrose were kind of tracking Kino here. Are the rest of you tracking with Julian?
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Okay. Carter, Bogey?
Mhm.
Okay. So between your skill sets, you gather more about what Julian does. So Julian handles runners like Trisha, who basically the fall people if anything goes wrong, right? Like, so picking up and dropping off, they're always the ones handling items. So if they were to be caught with a stolen item, that's on them, not on anybody else. You also recognize that he handles individuals who are in procurement, and so it seems like the difficulty he was having with Kino is that he wasn't getting enough. He wasn't bringing in enough relics. Through your various means, you do find out some opportunities where you could make sure either drop off fails or stealing a relic fails. Is that either or both of those things you want to do?
Yeah, let's gum up the works here.
Gum up the works. All right, let's do a gum up the works roll. One of you go ahead and roll subterfuge and first one, subterfuge and manipulation.
That sounds like a bogey.
No, it doesn't.
I can manipulate well, but I don't subterfuge well.
That's okay.
Bodhi is very sincere.
I mean, that's, yeah.
Not according to what I heard at the blackjack table.
Is that Carter's skill set?
No, it is not.
Bogey, what are your numbers in that? I got 6 total in that.
I have one.
Combined?
Yes.
What was the traits again, Suf?
Subterfuge and manipulation.
Okay. So subterfuge, that is a 1, and manipulation is a 3.
Sounds like
Dash has it.
Subterfuge. Big money, no whammies.
Not a bad thing. And then one of the other two, can I get a dexterity and athletics?
I feel like that one might be mine. All right. You said dexterity, athletics. All right. That is 8 dice.
Good number of dice.
That is a 0, sir.
Gives an enhancement.
Yep.
You have a negative enhancement?
I have a negative enhancement right
Oh,
now.
no.
I don't remember why.
Yeah, you do.
Oh no, I don't remember why.
I know. I said, yeah, you do. Look at my character sheet.
That's what I'm looking at. There's a lot on there.
It's the top thing.
Oh, well. I was also looking at the wrong character sheet for a second.
Well, that will hurt.
Ah, okay, got it. Yes. No, that's not what I was looking for.
I didn't not. Well, I didn't critical fail, so.
No, and your military intelligence plays into. So the first one was to mess up a drop. The second one was to mess up a theft.
Okay.
Your military intelligence is helping with that, so you actually are neutraling at a one.
Okay, cool.
Which is not as successful in rather unsuccessful in stopping the theft. But you all certainly do gum up a drop off, and so it gets dropped off, and you relocate it or whatever. Yeah, you end up relocating it, maybe to a museum, maybe to a lost and found. And so a few days later, you all are back at Julian's. You followed him, and they just have to be coming home. And Ambrose and Sylvia, you follow Kino, and Kino is going to Julian's apartment. So Kino buzzes in and says, "Open up, I'm coming up." And Julian's, what? Yeah, of course. Buzzes, and you hear the door. So Kino is going up into Julian's apartment. Currently, we're all outside. I didn't know what all anybody wanted to do.
It's the time of day.
It is evening because Ambrose is with us, so it's
good.
9:00.
I like this plan.
That might go very well for Julian here.
Ambrose, can you check it out?
Of course. I'll move my way into the
And you know where you're going.
building. Yeah, I've been here before.
Yeah.
Take the same route along the roof.
Where's the apartment?
What's that?
Where's the apartment? I'll ask Ambrose.
It is a third floor street facing.
Tell you where it is before I turn into mist.
Right.
Okay.
Remainder just hanging out in the car.
Is there a decent amount of cover up like by the apartment area? Or no?
What do you mean?
I mean like to like go snooping.
Like climb up into the window?
Or like other things.
I guess I don't know what you mean.
Like flying up to the window.
Because they're covered for you to just fly up there.
Yeah.
Not to the third floor. So there's some smaller trees that maybe potentially could cover up to second floor. They're not that tall. They're street trees. But yeah, no, I don't. There's not some nice cover outside that window. You could just like float casually.
Cool. Just checking.
That's fair. It's a fair question. Now you still can if you want to.
No. I don't know what I get. That's disturbing to see flying people.
It could be disturbing to see flying people or miss people. Let's go back.
Have we seen you fly before?
No, you haven't.
No, that would be new.
Yeah.
I actually, that's probably not true. I think I have shown you. but like it's been a long time, so you may have forgotten. Like
It was like when everybody was like, "Hey, this is my oh look what
it
I
was
can
in
do."
like the 3 years I like like whatever flew off the
Mhm.
ground. So it's like that. Like show you guys.
Check this out. It's cool. Okay. All right. So the remainder of you are hanging out in the car, or wherever you choose to be.
Yeah.
So Ambrose, you follow up and missed your way in, and Kino bangs on the door loudly, and Julian, you hear the door unlock, and Julian opens up, and Kino just barges in, almost knocking Julian back. Kind of steps out of the way, gets the door out of the way, and you missed your way in. They start having a conversation, not dissimilar to the one that they described before. Kino's infurious. You know what? You just don't fucking get this. You don't understand. You can't do this. I don't understand what she saw in you, but you know what? I think we're probably done here. Julian, no, man, I can do this. I can do this. Like, they just messed up, and I don't know what happened. Like, the drop off should have been fine. Like, this was one of my best people who did the drop off. I don't know what happened. You know what? I've got a solution for this. Kino takes out a gun with a silencer on it, steps up to Julian. Julian's just stunned because he's not expecting, and shoots him in the heart.
Oh,
Julian slumps to the ground. Splash.
Uh-huh.
This is what I saw happening.
Familiar.
They're very familiar. And so Julian ends up slumping to the ground. Of course, silencer, and the rest of you hear it. I don't know, Ambrose, if there's anything you plan to do. Give you a moment to react before.
He's planning to get a mop.
I mean,
Don't waste it.
Might be time to eat.
He just comes there and he's like a cat at a saucer.
wait. Oh man.
Guys, Kino's coming out. I'll be down in a little bit.
I'm just having breakfast.
You sound distracted. Are you distracted? No.
Oh man.
We heard the silencer go off.
No.
It was silenced.
Silencer.
What do we want to do with Kino?
what do you mean?
Like he just killed this guy. That wasn't very
No,
nice.
nobody knows this except you.
Yeah, I know.
And it's not like you're good with technology.
I'm not good with technology
Or medicine.
or medicine and like a lot of things really.
I'm good at meeting people.
Yeah. Man.
Well, what would Ambrose do?
What would Ambrose do?
Like, actually, I mean, first question, like, does this bother him?
No. Yeah. You know, this guy. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna
Hopefully.
Is that the right idea?
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay. I'm going to appear in front of the door to the apartment before
Okay.
Kino can step out.
Okay. So yeah, so Kino lets the body fall and puts the gun away, cleans his shoes because he got a little splatter on them, and then he turns to leave, and he's shocked because You're standing there, even though you locked the door behind him. So you got, I don't know if there's anything you're doing or saying, but he is just shocked for a moment.
I appreciate that you have a very direct way of dealing with your problems.
Who the fuck are you?
My name's Ambrose. And you are Kino, correct?
And you see his hand moving back towards where he had just put his gun.
I wouldn't do that.
Why the fuck not?
We're about to lose our only lead.
Only probably.
No.
Ambrose would like to cast Speak with Dead.
I mean, I can do that.
bullet holes bother a vampire? Like he doesn't even bleed.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, shoot me. I don't care.
Are they silvered?
I don't care about silver.
Do you bleed? I'll make you bleed.
I think maybe we could come to an arrangement that we would find mutually beneficial.
Yeah.
I'm always on the lookout for talented individuals who, as I said, like to handle their business directly.
Yeah, well, I already have a job.
And I would want you to keep that job. In fact, that would be the idea.
Be right back.
Josh, are you actually the bad guy?
I'm the one behind all of it.
He's actually he's the top of the lucky, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the lucky?
I've been the lucky
The
the
whole
whole
thing.
time.
Oh, there.
Oh man, we're playing the betrayer.
No.
Yep.
I don't even know how to do this, but I know I can do it. Look this up. Where's my vampire book? This is going to be great. It's going to work out well for all of us.
Not Julian, I don't think.
I mean, not Julian. Oh, I mean, I could have a chat with him, I guess.
With Julian?
Yeah, does he still... all he has... Yeah, his head's intact, so that's fine.
Feel kind of bad. I got Julian killed.
But, you know, it might work out really well.
Not for Julian.
Not for Julian. It might work out well for us. For us.
Bogey's gonna get a job he doesn't really want.
I was hoping to get the guy fired. I wasn't really hoping to get the guy, like, fired.
That's how you get fired when you're in the lucky.
Yeah. A while back it was just, a bunch of, you're chasing a bunch of teenage kids, just, breaking
Yeah,
in the house.
the tone has changed as we've moved up, hasn't it?
In the houses. Now we're got guys with silencers shooting people in the heart. A little more serious here.
All right. Sorry. Had to help answer a 3-year-old because it's getting more difficult for one of us. No particular reason. Anyways. The fuck are you even offering? You said you didn't want him to leave his job.
Yeah. No, in fact, I would prefer you to be exactly where you are.
Who are you and who do you work for?
I don't work for anyone. And as I said, my name is Ambrose, and I have an interest in talented individuals like yourself.
Yeah, and I already told you I have a job. And I don't need another boss.
I would not be your boss, but I would like to help you do your job even better than you currently do.
Yeah, I don't really see how you do that.
Well, and in exchange, I would just maybe ask for some information from time to time. Maybe require a little help with a few things here and there. Nothing too strenuous. And for your end, you would be even better equipped to do your job than you currently are.
I'm already plenty equipped to do my job. I don't know who you are, and I don't really feel like the people I work for would much care for me giving you any kind of information.
Oh, would not be anything that would harm them in any way. And it seems like your line of work can be dangerous at times.
Yeah, it can be dangerous. Do you know who I work for?
I do know who you work for.
Okay. Enlighten me.
You work for me.
You are one of the lucky.
You know about them?
I do.
Perfect. Then you already know why I can't help you.
Let's just say that what would you think about in your line of work being more capable than anyone else around you? Anyone else in the lucky?
I'm already very capable. I handle everything I need to.
But let's say you were the kind of person who, I don't know, began to show the ability to rise to the very highest spot in that organization.
All right, so you don't know anything about the lucky.
I know enough. Unless you care to enlighten me as to why it would not be beneficial for me to have a friend at the very highest spot in that organization.
If I wanted a friend in the very highest spot in the organization, wouldn't be me. Can't be me.
And why is that?
And this is the kind of information I can't give you. Why don't you get the fuck out of my way? Whoever the hell you are, however the hell you got in here, I'll go back to my life and I won't shoot you. How about that?
Are you sure you won't at least consider my offer?
How would you fucking consider this? And he reaches for his gun.
Oh boy.
Sure, you're missing it.
I know. I'm so.
This guy.
You should have flown up to the window.
I don't think he's mad.
Outside the window.
You're ready for this. You're welcome to take first action, even though he's reaching for his gun. So obviously you don't need to reach for anything. So you've got first action.
I don't need to reach for anything. That is true. Okay. Well, what are we gonna do first? I mean, this guy. All right, guess I'll make this guy my quarry.
Hunter's mark.
He's provoking me. Yep, I'm gonna hunter's mark him.
He's provoking you.
He is. I was just trying to like make a business deal.
Right, and now he's pulling a gun on you.
Yeah, he was gonna get superpowers, and now he doesn't want superpowers, and now
Sorry.
he's gonna die instead. I mean, he's gonna get captured instead.
Your business deal required that you guys keep shuffling your feet as the blood slowly pooled out towards.
Right? I mean, that should have told him like I was the right kind of person. Like I don't care about the blood. Whatever. Come work for me.
There were
Alright.
only that.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna have to like slice him a little bit with my claws.
Cool. So yeah, your claws getting
Yeah, pop the claws out. Take a swipe at him.
slice and dice them.
Just cut his hand off that's reaching for the gun.
That would be a very vampire thing to do.
It would be a really vampire-y thing to do. What kind of stunt? Like, can I do that? What kind of stunt would
Slice off hands. I'm not sure if that's a stunt.
There's no slice off hand stunt?
I've checked. I don't remember there being one. No.
Oh man. That's too bad. Where is this? Stunt? Oh, it's a combat. There we go.
Is there an energy drain stunt? A level drain? Is he gonna level drain? He drains 2 levels from one hit.
I guess I could potentially disarm him.
Well, yeah, before he grabs the gun.
I was just talking about a hand.
Just hand him. Yeah.
He wants,
It's
he wants the whole arm, though.
It says I can't get the hand, but I can get the whole arm. Okay.
The hand's just such a small target, but the arm.
Right.
Sure,
Sure. Yeah.
thing off.
Let's go for the shoulder. Okay. Got it.
The one called Sylvia was talking about a one-armed bandit earlier. Is this what she meant?
All right. So this is close combat
Yes.
and
I would presume might.
might. Yeah. Might.
Yep.
And close combat.
So, you know, his defenses.
Yeah. And I've got an enhancement for my hunter's mark.
Okay, he got a 1.
Okay.
So,
Oh, no,
so you got 6. So it's you got 5 over.
okay. That's good.
So this arm is 2.
Yeah.
So you could cut. Wait, I mean, if you're cutting him, you can cut him.
Yeah.
First of all.
Yep.
And then yes, with the extra another 2, you could get the gun. Then you have 3 left.
I have 3 left. Which is not critical. That's unfortunate.
Could either grapple him, knock him down.
Yeah. Knocking him down would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll damage him and then I'll knock the slap the gun away. Knock him down.
Is he falling onto the dead body?
Into the
knock him
blood.
down into the pool of blood.
Knock him into the
Yep.
blood. And I have
It's gonna be messy.
2 left still.
That's not gonna come out very easy.
Yeah, you've got 2 left still.
2
Yeah.
left still. What else to him?
You could throw it in faint.
Yeah, I'll faint, and so like sort of okay. So one hand kind of like rakes this way, the other hand knocks the gun out, and after I knock the gun out, I use it to like slash across his face. So I'll blinding him too.
Okay, I love it. Ah!
Yeah.
He,
This guy.
so he falls back into the pool of blood, falling onto Julian's body, and he
Told him not to do
tumbles.
that.
And he'll come back up into. He'll tumble back and be on his knees. What the fuck are you? Looking at your claws and the speed with which you move. He does not take another action. He's because you just knocked out his weapon and
Yep.
you have claws.
I do have claws.
So yeah, his action is to ask, "What the fuck are you?"
I told you shouldn't do that.
It's true.
He did warn him.
You can check the tape on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, obviously I won't do that again. Holding the slash on his arm.
Would you give any thought to reconsidering my offer?
Listen, I can't fucking reconsider your offer. It's not an option for me.
Why is it not an option? Enlighten me.
I'm not really in a place to enlighten you, you fucking freak.
You are very much not in a place to not enlighten me.
Well, I'm sorry you don't understand, but I don't really have an option, okay? Whatever the fuck you could do to me, less worried about than what they could do. All right, so I can't help you, sir.
Jeez.
What if they couldn't do it to you?
You think that you can fucking stop them? Well, go do that. Stop harassing me.
No. Well, perhaps I could likely stop them.
Good. Well,
But
then why don't you go do that?
That is for down the line somewhere. For now, what if you were able to be a little more like me? And therefore, protect yourself from whatever it is you're worried they might be able to do to you.
2 hours.
I don't know what the fuck you are, dude, but I don't think you're a candle to them. They're a raging fire. You will get fucking chewed up, spit out, burned.
Doubt that.
What are you? Is this some more Scion shit?
Not exactly. I'm different than they are.
Okay. Can I go now?
Well, now that you know about me
Oh.
and do not wish to acquiesce to my offer, I'm afraid I can't let you leave.
Oh, come on. Just fucking. You got some beef with them, that's fine. Just let me go. We don't. I forget I saw you.
Doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
He'll start to stand up and start backing up. Just, dude, we just walk away. We just walk away. That's it.
And then you do what? Exactly.
Fucking go back to my life and you go do whatever crazy shit you do and we forget each other.
I'm concerned that I can't trust that you would forget about me. That you would not go immediately tell those you work for about our little encounter here.
Well, I mean, shit, dude, what the fuck am I supposed to do? You got fucking claws. And you're threatening to kill the Lucky. Like, that'll happen.
Eventually. May take a while to get through all of them, but eventually.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
Well, you can accept my offer, which will have nothing but benefits for you, I assure you. Or you can join your friend.
Give me a dexterity plus a dexterity plus athletics roll. And give you a bit of an enhancement from the badness that you already did to him. Okay, so that was to feel out. You, before he gets a chance to do it, you get the sense he's about to try to jump out the window, like just through the plated window, like the glass window.
Okay.
So you have a moment to react
All right.
to before he gets a chance to do that.
I'm gonna try to grab him.
Yeah.
And not let him go out the window.
Oh yeah, close combat plus might.
Okay. We don't want that. That is not the result we're looking for here.
Roll his defense again.
Three.
Oh,
And getting a hit, so 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which,
So yeah, you grab him.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, like he's just turning, and you grab onto him. Establish a grapple, so you got a +2 on the grapple. So you got him.
Okay.
What are you gonna do with him?
Well, I guess we're gonna have to do this the hard way. I don't know what the process is for this. I imagine that it involves draining him of his blood and giving him mine.
Yeah, I don't know if they put it into the
They
book.
didn't.
Oh, okay. Are you enthralling him? Or are you turning him into a vampire?
Yeah, well, I'm turning him into a Renfield if I can.
Yeah.
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 Which is just like if another birthright, which yeah, if I need to like spend XP and make him a birthright, and
We'll take a look at it.
yeah,
Being a bird.
figure out how that works. But that's the goal. Is not. I don't want to make him into like a mindless ghoul. I want to make him at Renfield level, so he's capable of like still doing his job.
but he's so cranky.
He is cranky.
Man, he's
I
all
don't want to kill him.
Right.
I feel like he'd
so
be
yeah.
useful.
So yeah, you can buy additional birthright. So yeah, it would be spending the experience to buy a birthright. It would make him a level 1 Renfield.
Do you know off the top of your head how much birthright is?
5. I just checked.
Okay. Well, that's a fun use of 5 XP, but
Yeah.
well.
So yeah.
Here
So
we go.
yeah, I think it's a I don't know. We'll figure out what the process. There's a process.
Yeah. I think that's.
Maybe it is described in the vampire book.
I feel it's. I don't know. In White Wolf Vampire, like you make a ghoul by giving them some of your blood.
Right.
Like here,
Right.
have a little, and they have to keep having some of yours every now and then to keep the powers up. But
Right. I'm good with that. I mean, this is still White Wolf, so
yeah.
Just not necessarily all within the same world.
Right.
So I'm good with that.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you just give them a little bit of blood. You don't have to drain them.
Good.
Because I think that would probably be the process, like in White Wolf, for turning somebody.
Yep.
Draining. Yeah. So yeah. So you force some of
Get
your
him
blood
some
on
blood,
him.
which will let him heal faster than normal. It feels
Yeah,
pretty
that's
good.
good. That's good.
Yeah. And he'll just, like get a little bit of my, like he'll be a little faster, a little stronger.
Ooh. But is he under your power?
So
Because I don't remember if that
Yeah.
if it.
So in
If
the Renfield thing, it describes that they worship the vampire. They're fanatics of their master. Um, so there's not like a specific mechanic like they have to do everything you say. But
But
they're a follower.
they're enthralled to a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, you forced some of your blood down his throat, and he seems to calm down.
Good.
He's not necessarily gone into worship mode, but he does seem to calm down. That's fucking weird.
It might take a little time to get used to, but I think you'll come to enjoy it.
You like a vampire or something?
Exactly.
Fuck. World I got myself into. You know, it's fucking vampire.
There are indeed.
Okay. Like, am I gonna be a vampire?
No.
Oh God. Good.
You're human. You will just be. Your abilities will be beyond that of most other humans.
Okay.
You will gain
I
some.
thought you were gonna like eat me or something.
What?
I thought you were gonna like eat me or something.
Could have, but you'd be far less useful.
Okay.
You'll find that you recover from your injuries more quickly.
That's good because you fucking scratched me.
Well, you were going to try to shoot me.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
You'll be stronger. You'll be faster than you've ever been. And then most other humans.
And you're gonna be a little bit disappointed. I still can't really help you. Like I'm bound.
Bound.
Yeah, man. Like I can't talk about certain things.
I understand. For now, I would like you to carry on as
Okay.
normal. You've handled your business here with Julia.
Yeah.
So as far as you're concerned, you came here, you handled that. You went on your way, as you normally would.
Okay.
I would just like you to check in with me every few nights. I'm staying at the whatever that place is called.
Oxford.
The Oxford. I'm giving the room number. When you have some time each evening, I would like you to come check in. That's all.
Okay.
I may ask you a few questions.
Okay,
Nothing you can't say. I will.
Are you gonna put like more blood in me? It's a little weird.
You'll get used to it.
Okay.
When you visit the first time, I'll introduce you to Lewis, and I think you'll feel a little better.
None of what you just said made me feel better, but
In time, I think you'll see that this will work out well for you.
oh, that was fucked up. All right, can I go?
Of course.
Can I have my gun back?
Yes, you can get it.
Okay. Go get his gun and open it.
Would you like me to take care of this mess for you, or are you not concerned about it?
I was gonna leave him. He got shot. Shit happens.
I presume you know what you're doing, so then I won't worry about it either.
All right. And then he looks at himself covered in blood.
His closet is in there.
Thanks. Go get changed. Wrap his clothes up in something in a trash bag and bye.
See you soon.
He'll leave.
This guy's had an awful day.
He's had a really bad day.
Or a great day. I mean,
Yeah.
Not as bad as Julian.
Yeah, Julian had a bad day.
I'm gonna talk to Julian before I
Yeah,
leave.
of course. Yep.
We're right outside, man.
I'll be right there.
Do we see what's his name come out?
You do see Kino come out.
All right.
How's he look?
Well, first of all, his clothes have changed, and they're not as stylish, not as high quality as they were before. And he's carrying an opaque trash bag over his shoulder, and he's looking over his shoulders as he's heading towards his car.
How many arms does he have?
Does have all of his arms. He has all of his arms.
Okay.
So try and not be seen by him.
Yeah.
But then
Well, I mean, I assume you're top viewing, so you could easily be around the corner if you wanted to.
Right, not by the entrance. But then after he's out and gone, running inside. not running, but hurrying inside.
Hurrying inside, hoping to check on Ambrose because Ambrose doesn't come out.
What's happening in there?
By the way, Ambrose, what is happening in there?
I'm talking to the corpse of Julian.
Yes.
So yeah, I have my necklace out, and he didn't get shot in the head, right? So
Not at all. He got shot in the heart.
yeah. So, I'm sorry for what happened to you, Julian.
Yeah, that was unnecessary.
Why did Kino feel the need to handle things that way?
He's an asshole. It's just an asshole.
He does seem like one. Do you know anything about those he reports to?
I mean, they're called the Lucky, and they make a lot of money trading in relics.
He spends a lot of time at the casino. Do you know anywhere else he likes to spend his time?
Well, not the only place he's ever had me meet him.
And there are others who work for him as well, as you did.
Yeah.
Do you know any? Are you acquainted with any of them?
Yeah, a couple of them. I'll give you a couple of names. A woman's name and a man's name that I haven't made up yet.
The door behind you creaks open.
Yeah. At this point, you
Like,
the door creak a little bit.
Peek over my shoulder.
Sylvia.
One of my other friends has arrived.
Oh,
Is there anything more you can tell me about the Lucky, or is that all you know?
a few times I've gotten Kino to talk. They sound really supernatural. Like more than You.
Did he ever hint at any of the ways in which they were supernatural? Or just that?
It's just kind of the way he talked about them. Just like they were larger than life, larger than, way beyond mortal.
Way beyond. Well, that is good to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will.
Hope you get them.
We will. But I will leave you to your rest. Sylvia.
What the hell happened?
Kino killed Julian.
How long ago?
A few
5
minutes.
minutes.
How many?
A few
Like
minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes ago.
Damn, I might have been able to save him.
Well, I think it was over quickly.
We got this guy killed.
We did?
Yes. Kind of. And we made him look incompetent.
He sort of already was competent.
I
You look
suppose.
more incompetent.
Well, I suppose we weren't aware that this was necessarily the way Kino would handle things.
Yeah, that was extreme. So what happened? I saw him come out. What'd you do? You talk to him?
I think I did have a conversation with Kino after he tried and failed to shoot me. But I think we'll find that he's a little more amenable to chatting with us going forward. In fact, we should expect to see him at the hotel in a couple nights.
Told him where we were staying? You nuts? The guy who just shot a guy in the heart for screwing up a couple of jobs? You told him where we're staying?
He'll be much more friendly to us than he was to Julian.
Like, put a spell on him or something? What the hell are we talking about here?
I've ensured that he will be interested in continuing the relationship that we began here this evening.
Some sort of blood curse? Like he has to come, and if he doesn't, he dies. He drops dead if he doesn't check in with you. And
No, nothing like that. Although I think he will be pleasantly surprised at the benefits he will receive from maintaining our relationship.
you made him a vampire?
No, I don't do that lightly.
But you could have.
More akin to Lewis.
Like a. I knew something was up with Lewis.
Lewis and I have been together far longer than Kino, but perhaps if he proves useful enough, he will stick around.
By the way, Ambrose, roll stamina and occult.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay. Proceed.
Right.
Wasn't going to affect anything here or there. It was a fate roll, so I could determine something
Okay. Great.
related to the I guess like the strength of that bond.
I think I
You
passed.
probably.
Maybe. We'll see.
All right. And that's what we'll pick up next time.
Great. We'll have to figure out what to do with this blood, Sylvia.
Well,
There's a lot of it.
Yeah. You got any ideas?
I have some ideas. We'll talk. We'll chat about it.
More than a goldfish worth.
Or the goldfish? Or
Yep.
More than
How many
gold.
goldfishes worth of visions can you get from that?
How many like snap images?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, I was thinking about something too before we go. Like, we keep calling them the Lucky, but we found out they're actually called the Lucky Seven. Did we ever figure out what the seven referenced? I feel like that's going to be important somewhere along the way here.
Yeah.
Like if there's 7 of them.
If there's 7 individuals or 7, whoever the top people are, or whatever this is.
7 Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
Kino's gonna tell us, so we'll find out. My new pet.
Creepy.
Only a little bit.
Do you have to housebreak him?
I hope not. I hope
Speaking
he's.
of,
I try to get them when they're already. When that's already taken care of. All right. Well, if you were hanging out and watching with us, or watching us, we were also watching ourselves. I don't know. If you were watching, thanks for hanging out. We'll be back, I think, next week with some D&D, perhaps. So, or something else. I don't know. We'll be back soon with another game, and it might be D&D. So we will see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night.